Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is Clay McLeod Chapman, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Kind of jumping the gun, but that's fine.
Hey, Prime in the Trigger Love Hellfire. That's right, kids. You want more Clay McLeod Chapman? Tune in next week as the multiverse collapses around us. But anyway, this week we are back for another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is that scruffy man from New Jersey. It is
Charlie, the Professor Essa.
And she who claims to be held up at work, but her work is burying dead bodies. It is
Mind your business, little hellfire.
Can I get a ride on an alligator back, bro?
That's at night when you PvP.
I didn't say it.
I can say it. I'm from Florida. You're not.
Okay.
You get a ride on your alligator.
The bodies were dead when she found them.
They just threw themselves.
First, you know.
They just threw themselves in those alligators'
That's
mouths.
the story. I'm sticking to it.
Those dead bodies just threw themselves in those alligators' mouths, sir.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. That's it. I'm
First off,
calling you home.
alligators don't eat dead bodies. They like the thrill of the hunt. They don't
Put them on strings. Hey, look, it's still moving.
What do you think they are? Like bald eagles? Just some vulture bird? Sitting by the side of the road?
Yeah.
Eagly.
Eagles are the worst. Eagles are the worst.
Just pecking at roadkill? No.
Eagly.
These are noble alligators, sir.
They're baby dinosaurs, sir. You will put some respect on their name.
They predate the dinosaurs. They are what dinosaurs eventually became. Or they were what... They're just... you know what it is? They were just the most perfect animal. They just said, we're not going to evolve. F it. We're good.
I'm on
no,
chance.
You guys evolve. You guys try to do it. We got to figure it out. We're going to sit in the water. We're going to wait for a deer to come by.
You did it, Phil.
I don't know why we pick topics. I'm just going to hit the button and go, Charlie, go. Charlie, go.
Alligators are the most perfectly evolved animals in human history. Or in anything history. In all of history. Because they're like the one thing that just like, yeah, no, we good. Sometimes they get bigger, sometimes they get smaller, but they're always like, no, we're good.
That's a drop.
We are crocodiliad. We will bite your face.
That's a drop.
The perfect animal for Florida.
Anywho, so Lilith Hellfire bringing us another topic this week. So is this just pure speculation, or is there talks of now that
Did you read the article, Philip?
Yeah, no.
You just saw the headline and you didn't read the article. Okay.
Phil doesn't read. Phil reads a lot of other things. He doesn't have time to read.
He reads comic books. He doesn't read articles. Okay, so the
Yes.
article says that there's like some inside trade, Hollywood trade papers where like production schedules get uploaded.
Yeah, I believe it was Empire Magazine, if I'm not mistaken.
So like they saw it and they were like, oh, but nobody's confirmed or denied. But they saw it and they're hoping to shoot late 2023, early 2024 to have the show out and about.
Yeah, so basically Marvel has established...
Daredevil kids.
Well, first of all, we don't know if it's a show or a movie. So it could be a new Daredevil movie.
It's a show about nothing.
Well, upon further research, according to the production schedule, they were saying it looked like a TV show. Like, the link that they were, like, contracted to be on certain places at certain times.
Yeah, or maybe they're shooting one movie back to back because, you gotta get your Charlie Cox when he's still young and beautiful.
Hell.
You can't.
Does Marvel do that?
Oh, yeah. No, they can, and they do. They did that a lot with, what's his name? The little kid? The Spider-Man kid? Yeah, they shot all of his stuff back to back.
Tom Holland?
They knew. Yeah, Tom Holland.
He's done wrong and he smoked cigarettes.
You hope they smoke cigarettes, Lilith. You hope that with those child actors.
I mean, what is he, 21?
He's 24 years old, bro!
I know!
He's done!
Well, thank goodness his parents gave him those hormone injections.
He stunted his growth. Zendaya is bigger than him. Fine.
He's a short king, and we love him.
That's why we're getting rid of her. We're going to bring in some short little thing that's shorter than him.
With a headband?
Or a redhead just shorter than him, yeah.
No, they're going to bring it all back. And
Zendaya's got HBO Euphoria money. She's got Doom money. She'll be fine without money.
I know, then she was
I ain't worried about Zendaya.
And then what is that, some credit card commercial? She was just doing, I just saw her on some commercial, so
she's got perfume, she's got makeup, clothes, she's fine. Zendaya will be fine. It's Tom Holland we want to worry about after the Spider-Man movie. Uncharted did not do so good. So he might not want to go to the Sony side. That's what we learned from that movie.
Never go full Sony side.
So true. Toby should have told him.
Speaking of, Morbius comes out in 2 weeks.
No one cares. It's too late. Comes out on your birthday, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What a great birthday present, huh, Phil?
Hey, Morbius is good. Sonic comes out. There's lots of stuff coming out.
I think. Are we going to talk Morbius here?
Oh,
no, I don't want to watch that movie. I've already seen it, and I've already talked about it. I'm over it. I'm sorry.
That's right, kids. Lilith is worried
if you guys want to suggest yourselves to Morbius, Charlie, you'll probably like it because you like almost anything. It's not a human's level bad, so you'll probably like it. Phil,
there we go. That's all I ask. Just don't. See, here's the thing. I don't have like this burning passion for Morbius. So whatever they change, I'm like, I could see that. It works for the story, you know. As long as he doesn't act like he has a dyspeptic ulcer the whole time, I'll be fine.
That's kind of Jared Leto's acting style at this point, if we're going to be honest. So, just buckle in for that.
I'm just saying, no, I'm talking about Black Bolt. You know, just don't
I was talking about Jared Leto. Get back in the studio. You're done acting, sir.
I'm just saying, you know, if you're going to have a character who is always silent, get someone that knows how to be a silent actor.
Oh, they should have hired Robert
really...
Pattinson.
I'm sorry, what?
They should have hired Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, probably. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's good at silent acting right now. I mean, you know, it's such a unique skill that it's hard to find someone that you know is who can do silent acting.
Do we know someone who's played Chaplin?
See, I actually have never seen Chaplin, so I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. is any good at silent acting. Because I've never seen him
play Chaplin in a modern. All you need is the mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Mustache and a little hat, you're good.
No, the only guy that we've ever seen.
Yeah, you need the hat or it's Hitler.
And I've said this. I've said the guy who played the monk on The Good Place. That guy is a phenomenal silent actor and would have been perfect for Black Bolt. But they didn't pick him. They wanted to go with a name and a white guy, and that's what you get when you go with a named white guy. You get a guy who has dyspepsia the whole time.
That's it, Charlie Esser.
Looks like he's trying to hold back a middle.
Hey, he can say that.
I'll say it, man. I'll say it.
I'm uncancelable.
I'm not saying he's not a good actor. I'm saying he was very poorly miscast as Black Bolt.
That's why for the rest of my life I'll be an unknown white guy.
That's the plan.
Cheers to that, buddy. Cheers to that.
All right, so what do we?
So within the drops that have come out about this, we do have the fact that Charlie Cox has stated like two things. One is that he expects to be kept around for a while, from what they have told him, and that he is absolutely cool if they completely reboot everything.
Yeah, but don't you think?
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how much is going to be canon. But if they just completely make it up whole cloth, I'm fine with that. I got a paycheck.
Don't you think if
I'm just happy to be on the team, is what he said.
Even if they do a full reboot, or if they continue with what are
they have to have Cox and they have to have D'Onofrio. Those are the only two things that we actually have to have.
Well, yeah.
What are we doing?
I was going to say, don't you think those two are going to be in it in some form since they've already dropped them in this stuff already? So it's like,
I mean, as much as I love the actor, she can go.
Yeah, although she's been campaigning
Foggy,
hard.
As much as I love that character, he can go. I only need Cox.
First of all, you can't do Daredevil without Foggy. Daredevil without
Foggy. We can recast Foggy, is what I'm saying. I'm not tied to that.
Unless he starts a practice with Jennifer Walters.
Ooh,
I mean, we can do that. We can work with Jennifer Walters, but no.
Or they have a pro bono law clinic, whatever.
Do not settle poor Jen Walters. Here's what I'm going to
say. That lazy schmuck. I know.
Foggy has to be there. They were college roommates.
The three of them.
A bond you can never
this is the thing, though. Foggy finally grew a spine and said, you know what, Matt? I'm done with your shenanigans. You tried to bone my sister. I'm out of here.
And to be fair, the man doesn't work. If anything else, that's how he becomes a DA. It's like, well, I guess I have to prosecute criminals now.
Hey, that would be interesting. Bring back Foggy, but this time he's working for the DA's office, and it's him and him and Matt against each other in court.
For the Kingpin, even that would be amazing.
I mean, I would
that
love
story
to
arc's
see
great.
that. And honestly, that is where his substandard lawyer skills would do the best good. Is if he was Kingpin's lawyer, and he's like, "Oh, I really don't prepare for cases, Mr. Penn. I just show up and I hope for the best, man. I'm a really handsome guy, and I'm blind and like blind justice. So in a jury, I can usually at least make one of them think he didn't murder some guy."
Talk about your hung jury. If you know, you know.
But I'm bummed. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the Naughty Judges sketch. That was classic Monty Python.
So that Thatcher reaction, I believe. So I mean,
reaction.
Do we want a continuation? Because then we can get the bullseye quicker. I mean, we can. Are they going to bring Barenthal back as the Punisher somewhere? Because you know that's going to happen.
Yeah, there's no reason. That's the thing. You've already built all these things.
Then you can bring in Jessica
There's no
Jones.
reason.
I get the sense that Kevin's a little eccentric about that. He kind of wants things his way. And to be fair, he's been doing a marvelous job. To be fair.
But to be fair, he can do that even without. That's the thing. He can bring Barenthal back. He can bring. I mean, we know he's definitely going to bring.
Yeah.
He's not going to get rid of Kristen Ritter. He's not going to.
Right.
I don't know what his relationship is with the guy who played Luke Cage, but quite frankly,
he's got his own show. He's busy doing his own.
I know.
Yes, but Disney has money.
Unless you have like that as your.
And he got nominated for a Critics' Choice Award. So I mean, definitely wasn't getting that with Netflix, right?
Well, good. Bring him back. Hopefully, he gets a good payday.
But the fact that he's not going to. This is what it will be. It will be as if
everyone but Iron Fist.
They all got blipped. There you go.
Well, or whatever happens, whatever they're going to do, you're going to just open up with Daredevil. You're going to open up with Matt Murdock applying in that little elevator office, because he doesn't care about not having a view. It's ridiculous, I know, but
I have a feeling they've quietly said stuff to some of these people, because I think I saw something. There was some headline this week where it's like, "Oh, Kristen Ritter made some comment about being a Disney princess now."
Oh yeah, well no, they know they're coming back.
And
they know it's gonna be a soft reboot.
Hell.
It's like when they bring back Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What was canon? What wasn't canon? We'll decide as we go. We'll decide when we get there what needs to be canon, because nothing needs to be canon.
Yeah, none of us are level 7 right now, so it's all speculation.
Exactly. It's like, Oh, I think by the time
literally the only Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. joke I know. It's the only one I know.
And the fact of the matter is, by the time they ended the whole show, it was like, oh no, there's level 9. Like I said, the most interesting thing about it was the fact that by the end of it, everyone knows, everyone except Steve Rogers and the Avengers know that Coulson's alive. It's like no one is like, no. Just don't tell Tony Stark and don't tell Steve. Although Steve Rogers knows. Actually, Steve Rogers knows and Black Widow knows, because they have that clearance level. The only person who really wouldn't know would have been Robert Downey Jr. So that if they ever brought him back, it's something they missed out on. Was that everyone else knows? Like, no, we knew he was alive. So no, it just didn't come up, Tony. Why would we tell you that? Because Thor knew and Heimdall knew and everybody knew, but Tony, because no one told Tony, and Tony doesn't know what he doesn't need to know.
He doesn't have clearance.
He doesn't really. He's just a consultant.
Well, to be fair, at least that's the one thing that's consistent. He was captain of bad choices in the movies too. So I mean, come on, he married Pepper. So
you could do worse than Pepper.
Hey man, she's sporting herself with that goop.
Robert Downey Jr. could do worse than Pepper. So I'm saying Pepper's. Whether you're talking about freaking Goop Lady or the actual character Pepper Potts, they're both relatively successful women. Whatever their side hustles are, you can let it go. That's how she makes her living.
Bad. Sorry.
Alright.
To be honest with you, I'm just going to say this right now. Robert Downey Jr. is very big into tinctures, so him and Goop kind of.
Yeah, that has CBD oil in it.
Well, whatever.
It's a little
the man loves his tinctures. Because that's his new thing. He doesn't do drugs. He does tinctures. He does kind of weird, like, oh, you take the wheatgrass and this and that. And
hey man, peyote
some
grows
vitamin
out in the
B12.
wild and it will fuck you up.
Whoa!
Smoke the doobie.
So
Smoke
I
the doobie.
mean,
I'm just saying. I'm saying that's a match. That's all I'm saying. That is a match. You know?
I don't think he wants to steam his Yanni or bedazzle his penis. So
Whoa!
He doesn't have to. But if other people want to, who is he to say don't? You know,
Why
for
do you think
real.
Chris
It's
Martin
like,
broke up with her? He's like, I need to get out of here.
I'm
Let's
just
consciously
saying.
uncouple immediately.
Well, you know, I think she wanted to be uncoupled. You know,
Whoa.
that's the thing. Gwyneth Paltrow, when she wants to uncouple, she's going to uncouple. It's fine by her. You know.
If she better watch her back in case Ben and Jen break up again. He'll circle back around. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Did I ever take Gwyneth Paltrow? I did not know that Ben
Yeah,
Affleck
he
did.
did. It was during the time of Untalented Mr. Ripley.
Okay. No, that's the other one. That's not Ben Affleck. I do that
she
same
did.
thing.
Matt Damon, she dated Ben Affleck during that time. It was funny because they're best friends, and
You
he's like,
can't
"Hey,
date Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. I mean, I could because I can't tell them apart. They look exactly alike to me. But I think Gwyneth Paltrow.
Boy, Affleck. Boy, in certain respects, Affleck was the perfect Matt Murdock.
tapping my way downtown." I'm saying I like the Daredevil movie. Everything except for Colin Farrell. Honestly,
They shouldn't have made him Irish. Because the fact of the matter is, we now know Colin Farrell can actually act a little
Or
bit.
carved the thing in his head.
You know?
oh,
It's comic booky.
I never miss.
You know, but that's the thing. It's like, you know, what I will say is they could have let him be an actor, and they chose not to. They had him be a crazed leprechaun instead, which is just Colin Farrell, which is fine. But, you know, I think it was insulting to him not to let him act.
I'm gonna need you to put your Twitter or your name.
I just need to drop at Charlie. At Charlie User.
I want to be a serious actor. Yeah, no, I'm not attached to it one way or the other. Honestly,
I just want, yes,
that
they need.
show was that good.
They need to do a
It was good
Daredevil.
for Netflix.
They need to do a Daredevil something or other. But yeah.
I'm more worried about Elektra. Elektra needs to reboot more.
Well, maybe if they do like a reboot. I mean, maybe if they bring back the actors, but they do a reboot on the actual story.
That's what I'm saying. Karen can go. We can get a new. Well, I didn't actually actress. I don't know.
Well, you can always pull Kevin Smith and kill off Karen at some point.
They'll figure it out however they figure it out. You know, I mean,
Karen's
that's
in
the thing.
LA.
To call it, at the end of the day, they can put anyone into the Elektra role. They can put anyone into any role. And just
Except
say
for
no.
D'Onofrio and Cox. like I said, those are the deal breakers. So as long as those two are there.
No, I think they're replaceable just as much as anyone else is.
I don't think they're going to replace him if they're putting him in.
Why fix what's not broke?
I think they're seriously considering at least those two, since they're putting them in the Spider-Man movie and the Hawkeye series. You know.
No, they were just honestly, to put it to you real simple, they were the easiest gets.
I think they just wouldn't have done it at all if they had any doubts about bringing those two back.
Here's the thing: I don't think they have any doubts about any of them, even freaking Iron Fist, because at the end of the day, Kevin Feige signed off on all these people. You know, at the end of the day, Kevin Feige was always signing off on it. He didn't necessarily like what they did story-wise, but he always signed off on it. He was always the head of everything. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, I don't think I think he's probably the least happy with Iron Fist, although I don't know. He could be like George Lucas and says, no, Jar Jar Binks is my favorite character. Iron Fist was the best one. And then we're going to have to just live with that forever. Which is why, in Obi-Wan Kenobi, you can expect Jar Jar to show up. Lucas is going to die on that hill.
That's at Charlie User.
He will, man. You watch.
Don't
you watch.
be in trouble. Listen, all I need is a shirtless Ewan McGregor, and they can bring back Jar Jar Binks. It don't matter.
Hey,
You have to give, you have to take.
hey, man, they could expand. They could expand all that Daredevil stuff. I mean, eventually we might get a Daredevil Moon Knight encounter because.
Oh yeah. No, and everyone's going to be running around. That's sort of the thing. Everyone's going to be running around. John Barenthal will be back as Punisher eventually, because why not?
Oh, they're gonna have to use that new symbol.
Well, no, they don't.
Or just don't use a symbol.
Yeah, just don't use the symbol.
Yeah, don't use a symbol, Or you do the story where Punisher goes to jail and then gets busted out by the warden who says, well, there's actually a lot of people that like what you do, so here's your new armor. Which is like, it's a perfect story that, there's a whole organization of very corrupt law enforcement people who probably need to be shot
that's where the reboot happens. It's Matt and frickin' the Punisher in jail together. And Moon Knight in jail.
Oh!
I mean, technically, Moon Knight can't go to jail. I mean, although that's the thing, I don't think anyone actually had any trials.
Don't tell that to Jen McKay.
I think they were all just being held in Rikers.
I mean, that one guy's been there forever, so I mean, they're just being held indefinitely. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's...
They can't reboot. They cannot reboot. One, we need that Patsy Walker song in continuity so Charlie can sing that again. And two, we need Patsy Walker back. Again, where's she going to show up? A Thunderbolts? Come on.
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's so much that works about it's like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's parts that you can say that didn't work, but so much works. We have not seen the last of Fitz and Simmons. We have not seen the last of freaking Melinda May. Melinda May's still running around in the comic books.
Oh, yeah, Disney has her under contract. I mean, oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, that's how she makes her money. She does Disney, then she does Marvel, then she goes back to Disney, then she does some more Marvel.
Yeah.
She is fine.
She's going to spend the rest of her life just going back to Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars.
She's got all the money,
Oh,
she
yeah.
Is good. She is like, I know what I do well, and that is I kill people for pretend.
I mean, she's going to silently, she's going to
be killed for pretend. She's going to be 900 years old and still killing people for pretend. It's going to be like, she's going to be the female, what's that guy's name? Who played Han Solo? Harrison Ford. We're just 900 years old. They're just going to, I'll stab you,
Just don't be crashing any airplanes in the golf courses or anything.
Get off my plane, That's the record for punching most people while wearing a suit. It's...
You mean a fedora?
Harrison Ford has lived a very strange career. And, to be fair, they did the same thing with John Wayne. Just like, until the very end of their career. It's like, just put him on a horse, send him out there, have him shoot people.
Well, that's like, did you hear? I guess they said they already, like...
People love that stuff.
I mean, did you hear? I mean, we're only on the third episode of Picard, and I guess they already filmed the third season already, and people are like... And they're like, that's it. There's only going to be 3 seasons of Picard. And people are like, what? Why the hell is there only going to be 3 seasons? Then people are like, well, how young do you think Patrick Stewart is?
They're just going to pass on the 7 to 9.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they're going to do. They're going to spin something out.
They've already established they can, reboot his body. So, they just have to get, what's his name from the X-Men series?
Oh, no.
Boo! No more McAvoy! Boo!
I mean, we're messing with the timeline, so unless he gets his real body back or something, and Q's in there somewhere, so. But no,
Q likes his old body.
I was thinking about this the other day. I think, we started talking about this a little bit, but it's like, after Picard, they just need to do like an anthology series, and then like either every episode or every couple episodes, just bring back someone.
You can't just mention Commander Sisko!
Yeah!
Not show him!
Again, you can bring back anyone from Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, not you, Enterprise.
Bakula alone.
I'm Bakula, maybe, yeah.
I mean, more than ever, if we're messing with timelines, that's actually him and Janeway are like the best double team on that one.
Here's what I'm going to tell you right now.
Sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
All I'm going to say is, you can bring Picard back, you can do whatever They've recast Kirk.
Yes.
So we've got our 4th actor to play James T. Kirk in canonical series, and I think that's lovely because you don't need to worry about who has played this character in the past. You can just reboot it, recast someone. Actors are largely interchangeable. Doctor Who taught us that. James Bond taught us that. We need to learn from our British elders.
I'll say that Doctor Who taught us a little bit better. It's not, up until recently, there was never a lot of controversy.
That's Atlas Hellfire. That's Atlas Hellfire.
Look, and that's the thing. We had our bad Iron Fist. Oh, okay. Now we're going to have a new Iron Fist, and maybe it'll be it might be the same actor, but it'll be a better story Iron Fist.
Well, they
But
better
it'll
make him
probably be
work
a new
out.
actor.
Oh!
Fight me, nerd.
I'm just saying, they can do it differently the next time. Because they can,
There you go. Maybe if anyone needs the reboot, it's Iron Fist. Sorry, Connor.
He
Well,
knows.
you know.
He knows.
I know.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I had no, my biggest problem with Iron Fist, actually, the most likely thing they're going to do with Iron Fist is he's going to have been a Skrull. And, like, during Secret Invasion,
we
which
could
did
do
get
that.
pushed back, yeah. And that, and if nothing else, that explains, like, why they could just transfer that Iron Fist to other people. Because it's like, no, it's just like Skrull tech, and you just, like, you just transfer it, and it's not the real Iron Fist, but everyone now can have the Iron Fist.
That would be the easiest way to reboot any of these characters. Like, oh, hey, that was a Skrull.
Yeah, or you do the other option, which is that, no, Colleen Wing's not the Iron Fist.
No.
She, like, turned down freaking Shang-Chi because she says, no, if you're going to bring me back as Colleen Wing. I'll be Colleen Wing. That is what I've established. I'm going to fight for my position here. I'm not going to just take another job and then say, well, you don't get to, you're not going to Heimdall me, basically. You're not going to get a really great actor to play a bit part and say, you know what, well, you had your time. So we had you be Heimdall, and, you didn't, we're going to give you a couple of good scenes, but you're not going to have your own thing to carry. And she said, look, I'm going to carry my own thing.
Hey.
You bring me back as Colleen Wing, or you don't bring me back as all. And as an actor, you have to do that. You have to stand up for your own role, because at the end of the day, you're the person that is in charge of your own career. At least that's my opinion. That's Scarlett
At the end
Johansson's.
of the day, it's Marvel, and I don't care. So
Well, fair enough. Not everyone cares.
I
about
never
it.
liked I like Luke Cage on all the Netflix shows personally the best. So
Yeah, which is why that needs to
I
come
have
back too.
no allegiance to Daredevil, Punisher, none of that. So maybe Jessica Jones was my second favorite.
Yeah.
But I love Kristen Ritter.
honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Charlie Cox was probably not my favorite of the interpretations of anyone on any of these shows. It's like Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Like I said, he was a bad lawyer.
That's perfect interpretation.
He was a bad lawyer, and he was whiny.
Whoa, he's
Oh
Matt
my
Murdock.
God.
He's Matt Murdock. What do you want?
Matt Michael Murdock?
Oh, I know the concept. I'm just saying, like when he gets, that's the whole thing. When he can't smell anything, can't be a superhero anymore. And he does a neti pot and sneezes out some red snot. He's like, oh, I can smell again. It's like, wow, good thing you actually bothered to actually try to make yourself better. Like, try for 5 minutes to not be a little self-indulgent. Who are you, Bruce Wayne? I mean, really?
Hey,
in the grand scheme of the multiverse, yes.
Yeah,
Hey, Lil, remember, herbal tea and the will to live.
Exactly.
Holding Oliver Queen.
Well, that's all I'm saying, man. It just seemed very.
Just like Oliver Queen got
Like
stabbed.
I mean, I know everyone likes Charlie Cox. I like Kristen Ritter.
Don't we all?
I like Luke Cage. I like the guy who played Foggy. Those are the people that you need to bring back. I like D'Onofrio.
Oh yeah.
That he's D'Onofrio, I will say, is the best one. Charlie Cox, I mean, he's just, and again, like you said, he's a handsome guy.
And we all know what his wing looks like, and that's the most important thing.
Whoa!
I mean, not that I look at those, but it's out there.
I mean, he played a good blind guy. I'll give him that. But again, I think most of the problems with the Netflix shows was usually bad writing.
I was gonna say, well, now that it's in Disney's house, yeah, I mean the writing's probably gonna be different. So I mean, you can improve. Like I said, you can probably even improve Iron
Let's not
Fist.
Buck anywhere near anything ever again. And,
As a Dexter fan, I concur.
The man is bad at his job, and he should feel bad. It's
Him, Gimple, and Guggenheim are like the trifecta of bad show. Suck it.
Yeah, I mean, for real, he was bad, and he should feel bad. That is just the truth of it. It doesn't come from the heart.
He's still looking for work.
Oh my.
Okay, let's get to comic books. Let's get to our happy place.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get the comics. All right, so I guess
I have 5.
Bill's Comics Corner.
Ooh. All right, Charlie Esther.
Okay, you want to do my indie of the week?
Whatever you want to do.
Let's talk Impossible Jones,
Ooh.
who is very important in the controversy, which we'll talk about in Super Connectivity, about the restructuring of the great Ms. Marvel character. Impossible Jones, like Ms. Marvel's comic book persona, has Impossible Man powers, where every molecule of her body is hers to control, and it grants her great power and superhuman abilities, much like Plastic Man. This is the 4th issue of this series. They may be going on hiatus, I don't know. I love Impossible Jones. She is a thief who accidentally gets amazing superpowers and is now trying to stay being a thief, but still likes being thought of as a superhero. So, stuff that's been retread a few times, I'm sure. But it works out great. We've got a great character in this. You see her on the cover, Homewrecker, who I like to think of is if Peggy Bundy became a supervillain, this is what she would be. She's like a cross between the Wrecker and Peggy Bundy.
Oh, so you mean Gemma from Sons of Anarchy. Gotcha.
Well, I have a lot of bad blood with Sons of Anarchy, so let's not go there.
Oh!
Everybody does. We're all traumatized in them. It's fine.
I mean, no, there was her character in that specifically. It's a very complex story that has to do with Terry Gross not giving a warning, a trigger warning about a thing she did in a series that freaked out one of my kids. And it's like, every time that someone says they may have boobies, this acknowledges the existence of boobies in the next thing, and they're not going to say about killing babies. Like, you're not going to give that warning. Thank you, Terry Gross. You're on my list, Terry Gross, forever. Not Katie Seagal, the actress, because you know what? She was an actress. She was doing her job. She was on a show. It was Terry Gross as the host, whose job it was to control the interview and to think about what is going to be triggering for an audience. People watch your show with their kids, Terry Gross. Think about it next time. This is my beef. I'm getting it out there.
Hey, we love a good beef,
Fight me, Terry Gross. But no, it's really cool. We have the monster who's like the kingpin of this universe, and like her boyfriend, like they both wound up with superpowers after this heist, but the boyfriend has his powers attached to his arm, and it's like some kind of like weird transporter discs that are stuck to his arm, and it's like, well, we could always just rip off your arm, and then we can have our discs that you promised to bring us. He's like, I want to give you, but they're stuck to me. He's like, well, then I guess you don't need that arm, sir. So it's really good. I highly recommend people pick up Impossible Jones. This is from the good folks at Scout Comics. Always fun. $3.99. Hold the line. Oh, and there's a great bit in here with Even Steven, who basically, he's like the in-betweener, and his power is and again, something that we've sort of seen in other iterations, but he's like, he can fight anyone, and because he is on the side of good, he will always triumph, because good always triumphs over evil, so long as it is a fair fight. But he gets mad when the fight becomes unfair, because then, good is cheating, and then good becomes evil. So
what issue number is that, sir?
that is issue number 4 for Impossible Jones. Highly recommend. Pick it up today, kids. It's still at your local comics retailer.
All right, Miss Hellfire.
I guess I'll keep it in the Scout Comics wheelhouse and talk about Playthings number 1. Technically, it's a Black Caravan imprint, and Scout Comics is distributing it, but it has Scout Comics on the front of it, so that's what we're going to call it. If you like creepy clown horror, this is for you. So yeah, basically our protagonist, or maybe antagonist, we don't know yet, wakes up in a creepy room where toys move and her hands aren't real anymore. And yeah, more disturbing things unfold. I don't really want to spoil it, but yeah, it's creepy. If you like it, it's very much horror, 90s fantasy kind of vibes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a weird person, so it was right in my wheelhouse. I saw the cover, I was like, yes, I'm gonna pick this up.
What is it, Playthings?
Yeah, Playthings number 1. It was written by John Clark with the art by Travis Williamson. $4. So yeah. And she's also it's a little bit of a mystery, because she's looking for her daughter Emma too. Yes.
Which one of my two indie books should I start with today?
King Spawn!
In my hand. Yes, King Spawn number 8.
Good old Spawn.
Yes, I mean
never let you down, Spawn.
This is where the action is, right? More than the main Spawn book these days.
It's kind of weird, but I'm going with it. It's a vibe.
Oh yeah, so are they going to go all the way? Are they going to bring Wanda back?
Oh, they're bringing. I mean, everybody's wife came back to life. You know, if you know, you know. So I think that's a trend right now. So I think we're gonna do it.
I mean, oh yeah, we're bringing all that stuff with the green back. I mean, I remember that from that was like issue 75 or something.
Yeah, look, I'm rooting for his seat on the God throne. That's all I'm saying. He deserves it.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag fight me. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I mean the Spawn brand seems strong as ever, but now we just need that movie to come out.
We need movies. We need toys. I need my Spawn Gunslinger McFarlane edition immediately.
It's out there, but we need more T-shirts. What happened to T-shirts?
You know, it's hard as hell to find a damn Spawn T-shirt. Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't the guy have a website? I mean,
you need mass production. You need look. Listen, if your T-shirts aren't in Walmart, you ain't shit. Okay.
well,
there's a quote.
Look, I'm just gonna say, print on demand is a thriving business. If I can buy Nathan W. Pyle T-shirts in mass, in fat guy sizes, freaking McFarlane can make T-shirts. Okay, he just doesn't want
him to stick to the toys. To be honest,
he just doesn't want to separate from the plum. That's the thing. He wants it all in house. He wants to be Apple. He wants to do it all in house. If you do it all,
and it's working out for him. To be fair,
yeah, I mean to be fair,
let the ladies on Etsy make their damn money, Charlie. Okay.
And if the man doesn't want to make T-shirts, if you want a quality T-shirt, you can buy your Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks T-shirts at
print on demand.
The finest T-shirts you can buy. Let me tell you, my wife bought me one for my birthday.
His nipples have been so comfortable ever since.
Let me tell you, I'm a big fat guy. I always dread the day I wash a shirt because then it doesn't fit no more. My Capes and Lunatics, I'm not wearing it today, but it fits me as good as the day it came in. It is a beautiful. It's black, which is very slimming, as you know. You can get it in an array of colors, but my wife got me black because she knows me. And yeah, it is just it's an amazing T-shirt. You should really get the Capes and Lunatics T-shirt. It's got our hero on it, our logo character. Did we ever name that guy?
No.
We should
He's
name
Joe Schmo.
Friends, why don't you contribute $1 to Patreon and give us a name for the Capes and Lunatics hero? Here he is, right here.
Hey, we need a name for the hero.
White guy number 4.
And the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy's like the sidekick. His Capes and Lunatics. Yes, we need the hero's name and the sidekick's name. Maybe we'll scrounge up some prizes, kid.
Yeah, one
Charlie
point I
has
said
a mustache prize.
He has a circle on him, but
he's a YN character. You know your name here.
Anyway, I like him. He's our hero.
But yeah, King Spawn, Ember 8, very good. So, Charles Esser.
Wait, I just want to say that Javi Fernandez is doing an amazing job on the art.
Oh yeah, the art is beautiful in this.
I like it better than the main book. Don't at me.
As I said, there's more stuff going on than in the main book.
Oh.
So is that the thing? Is it McFarlane so busy everywhere else that it's the book being written by.
He's delegated it well, and I was really nervous about it because it's a very particular story. It's very easy for outsiders to get things wrong, but he did pick out a really great team for all the books.
Well, one, it's his baby. I'm sure he picks very carefully, and two, I'm sure no script doesn't get out there without his approval first. Probably.
True.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk The Amazing Spider-Man or Avengers?
Well, I didn't read Avengers. Though.
I was gonna say let's do Amazing. I know Lilith would probably want to do Amazing Spider-Man. So
Amazing Spider-Man number
92.
.BEY.
Bay.
Because our good old Monica Rambeau is back to take down the Beyond Corporation for the third time. Which, honestly, to me, says that this should be way more meta, where she's like, why am I fighting these people for the third time? Didn't I take them down, 2 other times? Why are they coming back, and why are they coming back stronger each time? Maybe I should look into this, Monica Rambeau.
She's got other stuff to deal with right now.
They're from outside the universe, bro.
She can't be cleaning up a white man's mess all the damn time, okay?
Yeah. We get, and this is a little bit of a cop out. We get our vampire lizard supreme versus Morbius.
The lizard is the last character that needs to have a supreme superlative anywhere near his name. First of all,
Lizard Supreme, isn't that what Lil ate for lunch today?
Exactly.
he has he bites the Morbius and
Dr.
drinks the
Mike.
Morbius blood, and then basically he pops.
Hey,
Which, at first you're going to say, did they just kill Dr. Kurt Connors?
He'll regenerate. It's fine.
yeah, but is that even Kurt Connors, or did they just mutate someone
not.
else?
That's the thing. It's like a completely. It is a completely disposable character.
It's a clone.
And here's what I'm going to say: when Gwenpool points out that a character is completely disposable, you get it. When they do it in Spider-Man, you're like, dude, that's a little shady. Quite frankly, it's a little shady. Anyway, but he pops, and then Monica Rambeau shows up, and she teams up with Machine Man, who's in a cell drinking beers for some reason, because that's how you show he's at rock bottom. Or maybe they're cans of oil because he's a robot man, and
he's
we
just
don't know.
It's okay.
Basically, this is like, everything is just... This is why I have to say the Beyonders coming back. Everything is just nonsense. Everything is fourth wall. There are no walls anymore. It is all just nonsense and nothing matters. Because they basically blow up everything, as you do. They walk away from the fire. They go, now let's do this 10 more times. They blow up every other facility that Beyond has. And then we get all the epilogues. We got this guy who is about to be fired, but promotes himself instead because he pushes a button while the building's being evacuated. And then you've got this where Max Power is sending the Slingers to face something, and then they gotta fight Ben Reilly next episode, so that's gonna be fun. And then we have the Goblin Queen, and she's like, I'm all mad at everyone, and mad at...
if ever was a disposable character, it's the Goblin.
No, because now she's gonna go kill, what's his name? Norman Osborn. And then Morbius comes up to Dr. Connors, because he isn't dead, he's just locked up in the basement, and says, what could our geniuses do together? Because that never ends poorly, now does it?
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro.
Amazing Spider-Man, 92.bay.
And then not this week coming up, but the next week, so I believe it's March 30th, the final issue of Beyond, and the last issue before the reboot, so...
Don't call it a reboot.
They've been here
call
for
it a greedy cash grab.
We find out
this is where we find out what Peter Parker must do,
and what the name of Ben Reilly's book will be.
West Coast Avengers singular.
Oh, don't tempt me with a good time.
Making my way to San Francisco, riding the trolley, eating rice.
He's gonna be with his girlfriend. They're gonna realize that she's a clone too. No, what they're gonna do is freaking Dr. Octopus is gonna show up at the end. He's gonna put a little hat on him and says, here's all your memories back.
No, he can't have the memories. He doesn't need the baggage. Ben Reilly deserves to not have that.
No, because they're going to be... No, okay.
They'll stabilize him, but he won't have Peter Parker memories.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going to happen? Do you remember... So they've done this once before. When Carol Danvers got all of her memories back after she got them back from Rogue, she had no emotional attachment to the memories. So what's going to happen is Otto's going to re-upload the memories, but they're going to be without any emotional context. So he's just going to have the knowledge of it, but it's not going to be like, oh yeah, there was a guy named Uncle Ben and he died one time, and that was kind of sad. I understand from context that was supposed to be sad. And so then Ben Reilly's going to be able to go off on his own adventure with his,
own redhead.
girlfriend.
With his own redhead, yes.
Yeah.
That girlfriend's a horny doombot. #
Whoa!
He's going to have a dysfunctional relationship with her, in which they're going to give birth to Daredevil, which is going to be a teammate of Mayday Parker in years to come. Thank you. We're going to close that circle on the MC2.
He is going to will that MC2 into existence.
It already exists, man.
And Ron Friend says, yes, please.
If 2099's in the future and in the present as an alternate Spider-Verse concept, so's the MC2, and it's where we're all moving towards.
Oh, God, I hope not.
I do it for free. I do.
Give your wife something.
3 times. You've never lived until Maz has given you a ping. I'm that kind of freak.
Lilith?
We talked about the Bat books over on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
Someone should do something, DC.
All right, I'll do something DC. Not a problem. Just give me
We haven't done anything DC yet, so.
We could talk.
I mean,
Justice
can
League
do it,
74.
Okay, I was gonna say that for you know what, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we'll just briefly go over it. We'll go more in depth over on Unlimited Justice.
I mean, we got
Which
Trial of
we
the
did some.
Amazon to talk to, but yeah, no, go ahead. The final Bendis issue. The final
Yes, I was
Bendis.
gonna say the final Bendis issue.
Bendis,
We got
Bendis,
Bill
Bendis.
Hester, Summit Kumar on the art. Hopefully this is the last Wilson for a while in this movie.
oh no. Sweetie.
At least as written by Bendis.
No, didn't they? Isn't there a series or a miniseries
Yeah,
coming?
there's a whole
Bendis
series
isn't
coming.
writing that.
No, it's not Bendis, but
That's
somebody
what I
is.
said. Hopefully this is the last time we see him.
Oh, the last
So,
Bendis
Tino
Black
Shade.
Adam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, after Justice League vs. Legion of Superheroes, they haven't announced anything for Bendis for DC, have they?
No, they haven't.
So
But let me stress this. This is a double-sized crossover issue. And it was only $5 because they knew nobody was going to pay over them. Lord Chaos, like, come on. It's such edgelord storytelling. I'm so glad to be over this.
I know.
It wasn't that bad of a story. Like, if you enjoy that kind of storytelling, it's just.
But it was a
I'm glad.
it was a Bendis, so it was like, oh, of course,
So much dialogue.
it was so much dialogue, and it was like
I just want to see sexy people hit each other. Is that too much to ask?
the ultimate drop is born, kids. No, it's a Bendis issue because the dialogue, and then it's like, oh, well, thank God, Black Adam and Naomi were here. You know, her first week. They literally say it's her first week on the job, but thank God Naomi was here.
Well, to be fair, it is what it is on that Naomi thing.
I know.
I have to take that at face value.
First week on the job?
With the Justice League.
Oh.
To be fair, that lineup of the Justice League, not hard to be the best person in the room. Just saying.
My favorite part of the issue is when
Gold on it?
my favorite part of the issue is when you have someone say, Naomi, and then the next page is an ad for the Naomi TV show.
I can't wait to talk
Gotta
that
make it
finale.
work. Didn't they already have it?
What?
No, they're on mid-season finale break right now, right?
No, well, they took this week off. They're back next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
They just took one. They just took 1 week off. I mean, they were off 2-3 weeks for the Olympics, and then they took this week off.
We
So
gotta make it till May,
Yeah.
because you know everything goes wrong in May.
yeah, well, they only have like 6 more episodes or something, I think.
That'll
So
get us to May.
Yeah, I mean, I really do want to love that show. I really do.
again,
I
it's
need
slow.
conflict, not Dawson's Creek with power.
I need something to happen. Damn it!
I don't even. That's the thing. It's like it's not even Dawson's Creek with powers because
Well, that's like that one
nobody
episode.
has powers. It's like
That's like that one episode they go camping, and it's like, you know, if this was Smallville, they would have been attacked by the Freak of the Week. I'm like, no, what happened? There's
Yeah.
nothing really
Clark
happened.
been out there
everyone is mad about
slapping the
Freak of the
Clark.
Week writing. You know what Freak of the Week does? It lets the story continue.
Yeah, they don't.
I mean,
they have
But one of
really
that
good
random
plot
monster.
devices.
There's all kinds of monsters in the DC universes. There's Sasquatch and there's some kind of Sasquatch, I'm sure.
Some kind of hairy man.
River monsters,
Man thing.
alien.
Oh,
invasions.
boy!
They had a bounty hunter at one point. Where are the other bounty hunters?
Yeah, where's Lobo? Give us Lobo.
Again, I think there was a commercial for
For
Naomi.
realty reels.
I think there was a commercial for the show during the Flash, and like, it's like, what do you show? It's just like several different clips of. It's just several different ways of her saying, "I'm an alien." Oh, guess what? I'm an alien. It's like, oh, where do I come from? Oh, it's like because we really haven't done. You know, what was that last episode where they went over the other guy's origin? It's like,
Comic book Naomi is better than show Naomi, but not by much.
yeah, but yeah, definitely. If you had to rank
Like
them, yeah,
the first
comic-
3 issues of Naomi were amazing.
yeah.
The concept was great, but now it's just like you
Then
can't just ride that coattails of that.
I don't know if they lost the direction, kind of, because after that first
Did
series,
they have a direction?
well, they kind of just they threw her into.
Other than to get her in the Justice League and meet Superman? Like,
Well, before that, they threw her in the Young Justice, and then she made an appearance in like a few Bendis Superman issues, and then she showed up in Bendis' Justice League. So
they should have just let her be like they. Well, I guess they couldn't really do it.
I know, but I mean, again, the show was coming, but it's like it should have been more natural. It was basically just, hey, how can we crowbar her into whatever DC book Bendis is doing this week?
I think that's a detriment. That really kind of
Yeah.
made a lot of people not like the character. Like, I want to root for the character. I mean, but like, Newbie is just aces right now when it comes to female like DC characters. She is just aces. She's head and shoulders above everybody. So
Well-
I cannot wait to talk about
Oh, yeah.
that over on Unlimited Justice.
Oh yeah, I have thoughts on it.
But yeah, I'm glad that with this book was it's over. It wasn't bad if you used to Bendis. It wasn't bad. We had some Ram writing as well. And
Yeah.
Kind of evens it out. The art was great. I will never complain about the art.
Oh yeah, no, the art was
just
good.
not enough action. Like, how do you have a Justice literally no action? What the hell?
Although, and again, I know he has dark hair.
It's a team up book. Do something.
I know he has dark hair, but towards the end of the issue, did Black Adam look a little too Supermanish towards the end of that issue? I'm like, did we just kind of replace Superman? You know, it's like, oh, Superman's not supposed
Give
to be
him a
here.
little spit curl. I was like, we do have an actual black Superman. I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Yes, but
we have like 3 of them actually, to be exact.
The only color we see is green. The only color we see is green. Lil Hellfire. Someone's getting a movie, so they're in the book.
Whether it makes sense or not.
Exactly. Whether someone has a TV show or a movie, that's all we care.
But I do like the potential of Justice League superheroes. I think that's the better book to him way more, because not so many people are attached to those characters, and you kind of have a fresh start. So I'm looking forward to after Justice League is dead and what they do with the new Justice League. I literally don't care about that now.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what was good? Charlie Esser demanded some DC. The Flash 780 War for Earth 3 Part 3.
Dang it! How did I not see that?
Why are we on Earth 3?
Well, this one actually didn't take place on Earth 3. I mean, I like how, what's the name of this guy who writes this?
Why is it always Earth 3?
Well, no, I mean, it almost seemed like a regular issue of Wally's book. It was good because it took place on the regular Earth. Amanda Waller sends Johnny Quick to get the cosmic treadmill.
Oh God, not Johnny.
So a lot of it is them tearing up the Flash Museum looking for the cosmic treadmill.
Damn, I hope they got good insurance on the team.
I know, and Wally's just like, no good is going to come from Waller getting that cosmic treadmill.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
But of course, Johnny and then Mirror Master shows up. It's a whole thing. But no, Johnny does get the treadmill. Spoilers, because of course next part's going to be in Teen Titans Academy, so we got to bring Dick and the others in. Yeah.
Damn book. They're like, how can we make people read it? Don't put it in cross.
I mean, it's already
kids. This become a speedster book. This was supposed to be a Suicide Squad book.
Well, this is how we're going to bring Flash and the others in, because like the Titans are going to show up. Again, it's Johnny Quick from the
I understand the premise of it, and I understand speedsters are super OP, and really.
I kind of appreciated that we didn't kind of just forcibly crowbar the Flash into this, where it kind of made sense in the context of his book too.
But the thing is, here's the thing: Amanda Waller's not that stupid to think she can meddle with the timeline. Or maybe they're writing her that stupid.
Since New 52, I'd say yes.
Honestly, I'm just.
OG Amanda Waller, I would agree with you, but anything after New 52.
Yeah, I really kind of feel like they've really ruined that character.
Oh, the last 10 years or so, a lot of the characters.
Since Suicide Squad, they've really, just upped her evil quotient. And it's like, that's not who she is. She should be a slightly more criminal Nick Fury. And Nick Fury was pretty criminal as it was, Nick Fury was like, no, I will totally kill lots of folks for the greater good, But, they almost make it seem like Waller's trying to, just for her own benefit. It's like it doesn't seem to be even for any kind of greater good, just her own petty needs. And that's not who Waller is. She is a civil servant.
Petty? We're going to try to pull Phil Perich. Come on.
No, I mean, no, but that's who she should be. She should be a civil servant.
I agree with you.
She should be like J. Jonah Jameson in a government job. Doesn't trust the soups, doesn't trust the capes. Quite frankly, realizes the only thing that can keep them in place is a governmental force, But in this universe, it's DC, so who knows?
Exactly. I don't really care for Amanda Waller. It's been rough. I prefer I don't even like Suicide Squad. I like Secret Six, things like that. Although the thing is, they put
Ambush Bug in Suicide Squad, and I was all excited for it.
Oh, you poor sweet baby. You didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, it's like, if they did more with Ambush Bug, it would be cool. And they've done some fun things with Ambush Bug. They had him meet Blood Pouch, and that was cute. But I can't, but they did that just as part of the whole big crossover event. And it's like, well, now I can't enjoy it because we're barely getting anything. I don't even think Blood Pouch had 2 lines in it. It's so
That's
annoying.
how it is. It's all gimmick and no substance.
Yeah, really. It was a waste of a character like Ambush Bug's time in trouble. You know?
They got you, though. They're like, Ambush Bug, you fell for it.
Except I would have, here's the joke on them. I would have bought more issues if they had let me know Ambush Bug was in it more, you know? If they had said, this is when it comes out, and it's like, you know.
You did mention Booster Gold, and I just want you to know that there is a series out there with Blue and Gold that stars
I know. It's up to issue 6. I keep on
7
buying it.
came out this week.
7 of 8,
Yeah,
yes.
So yeah, at this point, just wait for the trade.
Yeah, kind of. I kind of feel like, I should go to DC Unlimited and just buy the whole series, and there we go. I can watch it on my phone. I'm more excited about Donald Faison and the guy from Scrubs coming back.
As Booster Gold, yeah.
Hopefully Legends gets renewed.
No, the other guy, the guy who played the idiot best friend in Scrubs. What was his name?
Zach Braff's coming back?
He says, I would like to play Blue Beetle to team up with Booster Gold because
Actor says
they're going to give it to Jamie Reyes. Sorry to tell you.
Actor says I would like to.
That's how the CW is.
Actor says I would like to work.
They already have a female Latina Blue Beetle in a Blue Beetle movie, and now they're doing everything shifting. But you know what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what movie are you talking about?
Didn't they cast a female Latina as Blue Beetle? There's a Blue Beetle movie coming.
There's a Latina cast as Supergirl, if that's what you're talking about.
No. There's a Blue Beetle movie coming. I've seen like 3 ads for it. What's his name? What's his name? George Lopez was just casting it. There's a Blue Beetle movie coming, guys. I don't know. I don't read the article. I just read the headline. You know, I'm like Phil.
Okay. Allegedly, I'll just go with allegedly.
I'm looking.
I mean, if you're talking about that thing that's supposed to come out in 2023, that ain't happening. I don't know how to tell you.
And I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I mean, there's females cast in it, but I don't think the Blue Beetle's going to be female from the looks of it.
I don't know. Like I said, I just know that there's a person casting this. How did it feel to be casting Blue Beetle?
Save us, Len.
It seemed like she was cast as Blue Beetle.
Save us, Len. You're our only.
No. It's the guy from Cobra Kai that's supposed to play Blue. Zyla Madeira.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 seconds ago you're saying, I don't even know what this is. This is guy.
You said a girl. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no.
That's why I was like, no.
I don't know.
Right.
What I'm saying
I don't see gender.
I don't anymore. I don't know how they identify. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is DC lets lots of characters exist at the same time.
I just hope they renew Legends so we can see more Donald Faison.
I want to, man. It's like not to have.
Well, CW's going through its whole thing of who's gonna buy it.
Well, like
we know who's gonna buy it.
Lilith, I think we said
we already bought it.
If nothing else,
No, they're getting rid of the CW. They don't want their shares in the CW. I think it's gonna be Clear Air that buys all the portions, and the budget will be smaller.
I think we said, Lilith, if Legends doesn't get renewed,
Paramount doesn't want their shares either.
They ended on a cliffhanger, so if Legends doesn't get renewed, they'll probably wrap it up on an episode of The Flash or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they can always bring Zach Braff in as Zeets, so that'll work. You see, he won't be Blue Beetle, but he can be Zeets.
Well,
I'll allow it.
Yeah, any other books or?
I
have another show to do.
Yeah, you have a whole other show.
I got like things to do, man. I was told we're just talking, freaking Daredevil tonight, so
I know that damn Lilith Hellfire talks too much, huh?
Really, honestly.
Well, screw you guys. I'm going home.
Okay, Cartman. All right, kids. So.
No, I kid because I love.
Me too. All right, kids. So yes, join us next week. Clay McLeod Chapman will be back as the multiverse.
No, he's not the first person in the hat trick, is he?
No, but probably that close together. He probably is. Yeah. I think Kelly Thompson.
I mean, D.G. Chichester doesn't count.
Yeah, and Kelly Thompson maybe. Yeah. Maybe Mark Waid. Yeah, but Clay McLeod Chapman I think is the only one who's done it that close.
On the main show specifically.
And with that close together. Yeah. So yes, as the multiverse crumbles around us, you got to stay tuned, kids. Yes, we're going to be covering, Villains for Hire number 3 with the man himself. We'll see if it's Hawkeye under that mask.
It will not.
All right, kids. So yes.
Oh, I don't know. That's a brilliant idea. Wish I had thought of it. You thought of it. Don't lie. So I've never had an original idea in my life, and don't pretend like I have.
All right, kids, so if you have questions for Mr. Chapman on Villains for Hire number 3 or thoughts on U.S. Agent, the greatest hero of the Marvel Universe, send your thoughts. Email us.
Keep walking, Phil.
Just keep walking. U.S. Agent Podcast. The
Shield
U.S.
was made
Agent
for
Podcast.
walking.
Just wait for the multiverse to hit
Will
us next
do.
week. Just wait for that crisis on Capes next week, kids. All right, so email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Find links to all the social medias, all the Facebook fan groups we do. Find a link, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every episode...
Smash it.
Exactly. Every episode gets a video, including all the interviews, so you can see all your favorite creators live. Well, recorded live. So, yes, subscribe to the YouTube.
Well, they could watch
Smash
it. Watch it on our Facebook.
Yeah, if you
Be
subscribe,
sure to subscribe.
if you subscribe, yes, yes.
Isn't there a button you can push that gives us money too on YouTube now?
We don't have enough people for that just yet.
Not on the YouTube, but Charlie Esser. I'm glad you bring
There's
that
a
up.
Cash App in the link below.
Yes, yes, there is our catch up is in the show notes on YouTube and the podcast, but also, please subscribe to the Patreon. Again, every little
the only
bit.
place where your vote still counts.
That's right. And again, every little bit helps. With $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, like Lil Hellfire mentioned already. Mr. DG Chichester joins us every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And only on the Patreon, superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time.
Will Charlie's nipples be exposed? Will Lil's liver make it? And finally, will Phil's head explode from all the bad movies?
And I swear to God, at least 1 month this year, we're going to get Moz Manzor. So you want to be here when Moz shows up. So subscribe to the
I'm going
Patreon.
to say right now, next episode is the softest ball you're going to watch. It's two fantastic movies, Elektra and
Blade
Trinity, which are just
just
honestly,
chef's kiss masterpieces.
well, they're not as bad as they could be.
Oh!
They're no fan-fantastics.
You really need to subscribe to the YouTube for Lil Hellfire, kids. Come on. Between and play,
I'm just saying,
and
it's
definitely
no Puma, man.
subscribe to the Patreon. You get Charlie Esser nudity. You get Lil Hellfire, obscene hand gestures. You get it all. And of course, while you're sitting there watching us, you should be enjoying yourself with some Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics sidekicks merch.
I didn't know what I was going for a second.
Hey, Lil Hellfire, if they pay, they can do whatever they want with our content.
Hear that? That's real aluminum.
That's right, kids. Or get yourself some nipple-hugging Capes and Lunatics t-shirts, phone cases. Oh, listen to you! Look at Miss all shy all of a sudden dropping F-bombs and...
Sorry.
She doesn't like the word nipple.
Now she's sister Mary.
Listen, I got the Mountain Dew, the hard Mountain Dews.
Hell.
And I had like 3 before the show, so I do apologize for those 2 loose cannon moments.
She likes it hard, kids. Hey, well. Alright, so yes, so find link.
Hard and 0 sugar.
You can find everything we just mentioned all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/CapesandLunatics. Alright, Miss Shy Innocent One, Lil Hellfire, where can people find you?
Well, if you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs,
Suck
I finish off my 12-pack of Mountain Dew. Hard Mountain Dew. Find me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire, on Instagram at Lil Hellfire6, and of course on TikTok, making all the comments. Your post is probably next. That's at Lil Hellfire69. It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
That's a handful. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
There we go. Charlie Esser!
Well, if they'd like to write to me in the old-fashioned email way, where mothers and fathers once did, they can do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet things like Naomi when it's on and interesting. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieESSER. Look for the 2 E's in the middle.
For quality. Bing!
Thank you, Maz.
So yes, join us next week for Clay McLeod Chapman.
Sounds like a fun. Have a good night.
Oh, I love a good argument. If somebody wants to argue with me, I'm always down for that.
He does do a show with Charlie.
That's right. He likes the debate.
Listen to bullshit in head. It's great.
The Agent Carter one-shot up now.
It's a lot of fun.
And just
What
wait.
is Zodiac?
And just wait soon, kids. Charlie and Maz will be doing Moon Knight. I hope.
Oh, sweet.
But for another week before the multiverse collapses around us, we have been your Capes.
And Poseidon.
Lunatics.
So see whatever Earth 2 version of us shows up next week. Talking about John Walker!
Shaven, you know I'm evil. Just keep walking, Phil.
That shield's made for walking, buddy.
Bash him in the face, the John Walker show.